In this life I told my father I didn't want to marry Leon Williams. I'd rather marry his half-minus brother instead. My father was shocked after all. Everyone in town knew I had been obsessed with Leon for 10 whole years. But in my previous life I only discovered the truth as I lay dying in childbirth. The baby I carried wasn't even mine. It belonged to Leon and the struggling medical student he'd been secretly funding. The cruelest part, they conceived it using the drug I had developed. After my death, the three of them lived happily ever after as one perfect little family. So in this life I'm willingly stepping aside for them. I'm curious to see how their love affair works out without my drug. What I never expected was Leon's reaction when he saw his brother's ring on my finger. He completely lost it. In my previous life I married my childhood sweetheart and became the envied Mrs. Williams. Everyone said our relationship was perfect, that he loved me above all else. But in this life when my father asked who I wanted for my arranged marriage, I answered without hesitation. My childhood sweetheart's brother, Zachary Williams. What I never expected was Leon's reaction when he saw his brother's ring on my finger. He completely lost it. Leon, your little childhood sweetheart is here again. Leon's friend announced at his birthday party when they spotted me, his face full of mischief. Several of them shouted at me, "Hey, little sweetheart, you've been chasing after Leon for over 10 years now. Are you really that into him? I heard your computer wallpaper is his photo. You even named the bacteria in your lab after his initials, don't you?" After that comment, everyone around burst into laughter. Leon took a drag from his cigarette, immediately showing his annoyance. The woman beside him, Lucy Chancer, turned pale. I didn't respond, just quietly checked the message my father sent me. It's settled. You'll get the marriage certificate when he returns to the country. I quickly replied with one word, okay? I was surprised that this man, rumored to be the most cold-minus heart of the Williams family, had agreed to this arranged marriage so easily. Leon impatiently blew smoke in my face. Are you serious, Arya Smith? You've made it known throughout the entire town just to force me to marry you? TSK, you're that crazy about me? Looking at his handsome, smug yet resigned face, I found it amusing and replied calmly. I'm not interested in you anymore. I'm switching to someone else. Oh, playing hard to get. The crowd teased even more. Kiss her. Kiss her. Leon laughed sarcastically, suddenly standing up to grip my chin, forcing me to look up at him as he leaned in close. His eyes were contemptuous, no. He was undeniably good minus looking. The way he narrowed his eyes gave him a roguish charm. With that dorky look of yours always cooped up in the lab, only I would want you. He took another drag, leaned close to my ear, deliberately blowing air on my sensitive earlobe. If this were my past life, I would have trembled with excitement having him this close. Now I just felt annoyed. He narrowed his eyes as he moved closer, whispering, let me tell you, I can get the marriage certificate with you, even sleep with you, but we won't have a wedding. My wedding and vows will only be for the woman I really love. I grabbed my water glass intending to throw it at him, but froze in shock. This never happened in my previous life. Had he been reborn too? Before I could ask anything more, Lucy saw Leon gripping my chin with our faces so close, and tears instantly welled up in her eyes. Leon, I just heard you two are getting married soon. Lucy wore light makeup, and as she cried, she looked like a delicate flower caught in the rain. She stomped her foot and ran off. Leon shot me a fierce glare. Stay right here. Then he chased after her. I didn't wait for him. As I was leaving, I caught sight of him cornering Lucy in the hallway. He was passionately kissing her, his hands wandering over her body, while she, fragile as a white lily, melted in his arms, completely defenseless. Yet her legs were wrapped tightly around him, her throat filled with gasps. Leon, I can't live without you. Hearing her soft, vulnerable voice, Leon's eyes darkened. He leaned in, gripping her slim waist. You drive me crazy, you know that. Leon inhaled sharply from the pain. I need you now. Leon looked up and caught me watching. In my past life, I definitely would have rushed over and slapped her across the face. He quickly pulled Lucy behind him, his voice cold but his expression somewhat anticipating a scene. Didn't I tell you to wait for me? He waited for my explosion, but it never came. Somewhat disappointed, he rubbed his nose and muttered under his breath. Smart move. Fine, I'll drive you home. When we reached his limited minus edition luxury car, I discovered Lucy was already sitting in the passenger seat.